Wow, what a fantastic 3 or 4 weeks this has been. Somewhat stressful, somewhat wanting to give up on this project. We've managed to get the van starting to crank in the last video. And as you can hear by my voice, I'm excited. I want to see this turn over. It's been 5-6 weeks since the engine's been out, and I want to make sure that everything's still okay. We got it, first crank there. But still, it wasn't running properly. Something was not right. Phase 1 absolutely completed. The engine, she fucking cranks. I am fucking over the moon. Sorry for the language. Fucking get in there. Right, I know why it's not running now, because I haven't put the fuel fuse in ready to get it running. Oh mate, honestly. It's fucking freezing outside, and I want this TFSI running. I best get it running in today's episode. Otherwise, I think I'm going to have a mental breakdown. Well, what use of them lights? Shite. I do believe that I'm somewhat at the end of the wiring. I've got about 2 faults left, 2 little areas left, and I think I'm in a good position. But as you can see, I've been knee deep in this wiring, so I want to get a couple more wiring bits just moved across, just repinned, and then I'm going for the start. But remember guys, for the channel to grow, I'm going to need your help. I'm going to need some suggestions, because clearly I must be doing something wrong. I'm taking on the biggest build on YouTube, and people still prefer people doing discs and pads. It is beyond me, honestly, and small scale stuff. These are massive projects that I'm working on. But for some reason, people, I don't know what it is. Maybe they don't know what a TFSI is. Maybe they've not seen the Caddy GTIs, the Caddy TFSIs. I don't know, but I'm going to need your help. All I simply ask for is a like and a subscribe, a hype button, a share it to some groups. That's all I really want from everybody who helps support this channel. I don't ask for much, and I'm still producing this type of content. No discs, no pads, none of that anymore. That's not what you guys want to see. You want to see people in a garage, on a driveway, like we all are. People who can vouch for this, like we all are, building one of the fastest caddies that you can have. But I need your full support. So let me finish these pins off. I'm going to trace out these last little bits of wiring, and then we're going to try and get this fucking thing started. Drive shafts in, and I want it driving today. Now, I massively underestimated the pinning out, pinning in, changing of all the wires on this project, guys. So I can only apologise to anyone. Maybe I may have offended, because it has took me a long time to learn this. So you can see, I've started to think I'm some sort of pro now. I've developed myself into a little bag. There's all my deep pinning tools, soldering tools, lighter, just so I can smoke up that cigar when I get that successful feeling. No, it's just to burn the rubber on. I am getting much better. I'm improving every time I do something, so I'm really happy with the progress that I am making personally and on these projects. No pressure. Get in there. That is what I class as a start. That is the first start of the Caddy TFSI. But you heard it, it just cut straight out. Now we cut straight out because, let me show you what we need to do. Ignore the wiring, but the immobilizer needs taking off the ECU now. So I've got a contact local who can take the immobilizer off this ECU for me, and then we can get it running. So next up, I've got to get this old rad pack off. This was the VW Caddy rad pack, and I need to put the TFSI rad pack in.
So what I need to do is get the VW Caddy rad pack stripped down and basically take both elements out and then put the TFSI inside the rad pack housing. Now I have temporarily got a temporary rad pack. The reason being, I bought the wrong one. I didn't buy an AC model. I know, I'm an idiot, but I just wanted to get the Caddy GTI up and running. Once we've done that, it's nice and easy. A couple of bolts on the crash bar and a couple of bolts on the top Torx just to get that rad pack on. Now what I'm doing here is just putting all of the boost pipes back on to the rad pack ready so we can try and get this thing bloody running.
So next up, I need to sort the wiring loom out. Let me show you what I've done. So I have tidied all this wiring loom up down here. Still need to move the main loom and lay it down into its tracks, but ultimately the majority is done apart from the big mess at the back. That's me next. So I'll put the pin inside there. I've pinned everything in pretty much, I'm pretty sure I'm happy with. Now I'm going to wrap it all back up and then we're going to go for a full start.
Remember, if you like this type of content, make sure you hit the subscribe button. There's no harm. I'm not doing discs and pads. I'm not doing old motors no more. We're doing the bigger and better projects on the channel. Unless, of course, you want the occasional PD150, PD130, PD140. I'm more than happy to do that for the subscribers on the channel. So, let's continue on time-lapse, get this wrapped up, get it connected, and show you guys how the TFSI Caddy, fingers crossed, rolls out the garage.
I don't want to run it for too long is because I bought a rad pack the other day and it's a wrong rad pack, it's not got AC on, but it's fine for now. I need a connector down there, as you can see, and I also need a connector just here to connect to here. I've temporarily bodged this bit up just because this thing snapped, so I need a new one of them. So I need a couple of little bits and bobs, a couple of bats. But yeah, we aren't far away. Then it's a case of getting it out the garage, getting it troubleshoot, getting a hybrid front bumper on the front.
That's about it. This has been a challenging project, but it's only challenging because I've been having to learn the wiring. It took me probably 2 or 3 weeks to learn the wiring. I've took my time, slow and steady. One of the days of having like 50 mile per gallon in a diesel, we want 20. We want the noise, we want the sound, and we want a fast GTI Caddy like this one behind me. Now, don't get me wrong, I love a diesel. I'll always drive a diesel for my daily. But having a TFSI Caddy is next level. It's even better when I tell you the price of how much this project's cost me so far. Currently, this project has cost me £330 in total. That is the cost of this TFSI project build. Now, it's only that cheap because I have sold all the parts off the Audi, I've sold all the parts, the engine parts off the Caddy, the injectors, and that's what takes me a little bit longer to get my builds. But all in, I'm about 350 quid-ish, which I think, as a DIY driveway project, it is a bargain.
By DIY, we're not scrimping and scraping on the wiring. This is going to go back in. It's factory positions, as you guys know it. But yeah, I'm just over the moon with it, and I love building these VW Caddies, guys, and I've already got the next project lined up, which you're gonna love. But first, let's get this one out, let's get this one driving. Remember in the last video, we did have a fault on the DSG gearbox. When we first got the car, we had a fault with the DSG gearbox. That is no longer now. I'm hoping it's gonna run its own, run and drive.
But we had a DSG gearbox fault on this Caddy, so I'm hoping it's going to run, I'm hoping it's going to drive.
The finer detail that we didn't know was this little pipe, what this pipe was for. It actually goes to a boost sensor that was inside the cab. Now, yes, I think it's a little bit chatty. It's not me, but I'm going to put it back in for the sake of the banter. I'll probably get a new one because it looks a bit tatty. I don't even know how they wire in yet. Alive at Earth, and I don't know where what the wire goes to yet, but I'll have to figure out where it goes. But yes, I am going to put that back in. Why?
Think of it a midlife crisis. Of course, that's why. People think it's tacky, people think it's chavvy. I think it's great.
how she runs. She runs decent, but the fans are always on. And I don't know if that's because, is it because I haven't got any coolant in yet? I don't know. I have moved the sensor over for the fan, so I'm not entirely sure. I think next thing to do is stick that in gear. This is the bit I'm nervous about. Putting it in gear. I've got no drop link. All I want to do is roll it forward by a couple of mil. Let's do it.
And I know it's took us some time to get to this stage, guys. It's probably took around 5 weeks in total from stripping down the Audi. In fact, I got the Audi on the 5th of January and we're now on the 26th of February. So all I can say is a massive thanks for everybody just waiting by, holding in. And I think, as you can see from this video, I am over the moon. We have got our TFSI Caddy moving forwards, backwards and starting, and I've never built one of these before. And just to add to that, there's no information out there on these guys. You've literally got to go and learn it yourself. It is possibly one of the hardest conversions. It is the hardest conversion that I've ever done. But I think you can see there, on the next episode, we've got to get this Caddy ripping. And by ripping, out on the road, MOT'd. That is my plan, because we've got some big plans for this VW Caddy.
Now that is not an ending to a video of wrapping up for now until we test drive in the next video the TFSI Caddy. I have got a little bit to do, guys, but you've just seen it there and then. She goes into gear really nice, so I'm hoping we can get the front end on her, get the wiring finished off, wrapped up, get the rad pack pipes on, get some coolant in. The next video, we've got to be driving this Caddy, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Massive shout out to all the subscribers, all the new subscribers and everybody else who continue to support the channel. We're doing bigger and better next on the video series. I've already got it planned. Guys, I'll see you guys on the next one. I'm out.